Do you want to reduce your energy bills? Or maybe you want to use greener energy? Go solar and get a discount. Right now, Which members can get a 7.5% discount on solar panels and their installation if you use Heatable, a Which Trusted Trader approved service. You can also include a storage battery and EV charger, handy if you're looking at making the switch to an electric car. To make use of this exclusive offer, simply head to which.co.uk/solar-offer, that's which.co.uk/solar-offer before the 30th of September 2025. And if you're not already a Which member, you can grab a year's membership for 50% off the usual price. To do that, go to which.co.uk/podcast offer to get involved. Start your solar journey today. Go solar and get a discount with Which.
Gardening doesn't stop once you've used the tools. Keeping them in tip-top condition is vital to ensure you get the most out of them. Hello, it's James Rowe here again for another episode of Which Shorts, and this week we're heading to the garden to find out how we can keep our power tools in good working order. In the June edition of Which Gardening magazine, Mansa Virant detailed the tasks we should all be doing to our lawnmowers, grass trimmers, pressure washers and more to stop them from losing the ability to do the job they're designed to do. Here's Mansa's piece, adapted for the podcast, this week read by Rob Lilly-Jones.
Tending to your plants is an everyday task for any budding gardener, but tending to your tools should be too, to ensure they last as long as possible. Take lawnmowers for example. If you've got a cordless electric mower, you should regularly check if the battery needs replacing, and never buy one with a non-replaceable battery. If you have a corded electric mower, regularly check the power cord for visible damage. If it's damaged, then follow the user manual safety instructions and replace or repair the cord. Alternatively, a professional can easily do this for you. If it's a petrol mower, make sure you never let it run out of fuel. Keep an eye on the oil level too, using the dipstick. Generally, you should change the oil every season, if it's not been used for a month, or after every 50 hours of use. No matter the kind of mower you have, you should get the blades sharpened by a specialist every season to ensure your lawn gets a neat cut every time. You can also opt to replace the blades instead. After every cut, be sure to use a damp cloth to remove debris from the deck and a brush to gently scrape away any remaining clinging clippings. If you have a petrol mower and tip it on its side to clean it, ensure the air filter is on top to prevent oil from leaking in. A dirty air filter will prevent the motor working efficiently, so give it a quick brush after every use to clear any blockages. From the main lawn now, to the edge. Before using your grass trimmer, check if the blade or line is broken. If it is, replace it. Switch it off, remove the battery or unplug the cord, then lock the shaft using an Allen key. Detach the mowing head and then replace the cutting line or blade. Tighten the cutting line head before unlocking the shaft. Then ensure the parts are secure, undamaged and properly fitted to avoid accidents. After every use, clean the base, around the line feed area and under the guard plate. You should also give your trimmer a deeper clean using a dry cloth after every 10 hours of use or if debris has built up. Don't neglect the air vents either. If those are blocked, it could reduce the motor's lifespan. On to pressure washers now. These are likely to get quite dirty given what we put them through. Start by checking the water filter by removing any dirt that could be clogging the pump. Consult the manual for specific instructions, but generally you first remove the coupling on the front of the washer and pull the water filter out of the machine. Tap out any dirt from the filter and rinse it clean with water. Once clean, place the filter inside and screw the connector back on. On the hoses and seals, check for any cracks, leaks or signs of wear and tear. Regularly check your nozzles for dirt buildup and clean them to ensure a consistent spray pattern, pressure and optimal water flow. To clean the nozzle, first disconnect the spray wand and remove the nozzle. Take a small piece of wire, a needle or safety pin, or a dedicated nozzle cleaning tool to clear debris from the tip. You should also rinse the nozzle to remove any remaining dirt. Whenever you've used detergent, flush the system by running clean water through it to prevent any build-up inside. Then make sure it's completely empty once you've finished, especially in the winter, and store it in a frost-free place. Cold temperatures can cause any remaining water to freeze and damage the pipes. Whether in use or in storage, try to avoid any kinks in the hose. Not only can they be annoying, but they can also damage the hose over time. Try to maintain a straight line when you're using it and avoid any sharp turns or bends. When storing it, aim to use the hose storage on the unit itself or coil it loosely. If your hose does have a kink, the easiest way to fix it is to fully extend it and then keep rotating it clockwise until it gradually untangles. Maintenance is key for hedge trimmers too. After every use, clean the blades. Dirty blades can significantly reduce the effectiveness of your trimmer and cause damage to the hedge when you're pruning it. Jagged cuts can also increase the risk of disease entering the plants. Simply brush off large debris using a damp cloth to remove any sap, then apply WD-40 to lubricate and prevent rust. Just make sure it's dry before you put it back into storage. If the blades have lost their edge, they may need sharpening. Asking a professional is probably your best bet. If you want to do it yourself, then try using a small file after you've turned it off and housed it in a vise to avoid any slippages. Before every use, check for any loose parts that may have become undone thanks to vibrations. Tighten anything up that shouldn't be loose to avoid causing any damage. And finally, garden shredders. Like with most garden tools, you should give these a clean after every use. This will stop it from getting clogged. You can also just use a brush to clean the inside and a dry cloth to clean the outside. Again, just make sure you turn it off beforehand. You should regularly perform a more detailed check of the shredder for any signs of wear and tear that come with prolonged use. Pay extra attention to the blades, guards and covers. This is also a good opportunity to check that all the bolts and screws are tight enough for safe operation. The blades can become dull, just like on your hedge trimmer. You should replace them when they stop performing to a high standard, and if you use it regularly, this could be a yearly replacement. In the meantime, occasionally give them a brush down and treat them with an oil-based spray to maintain their sharpness. Store your garden shredder in a dry, cool place to prevent rust, and this too should help keep the blades sharp.
That brings to an end another podcast from Which. There's loads more for you to read about everything we discussed today. Just head to the episode description for more useful everyday advice. There you'll also find an exclusive offer for podcast listeners like you to become a Which member for 50% off the usual price, giving you access to our product reviews, our app, one-to-one personalised buying advice and every issue of Which magazine across the year. Plus, your membership helps us to make life simpler, fairer and safer for everyone. If you'd like to know when we release a new episode, then make sure you press subscribe wherever you're listening. That way you can be one of the first to listen. And for any questions, comments or anything in between, follow us on social media at WhitchUK or email us podcasts@which.co.uk. Goodbye.
If you're enjoying this podcast from us here at Which, then why not become a Which member? Right now, we've got a special offer, especially for podcast listeners, meaning you can choose any of our 3 membership tiers for 50% off the usual price. Starting at just £39.50 for a full year, you can get Which magazine delivered direct to your door. For the same price, you could also choose a digital Which subscription, giving you access to all of our product reviews, the Which app, and the digital edition of Which magazine. What's more, you'll also be able to use the Ask Which service for personalised one-to-one buying advice. Or why not get a full access Which subscription for just £49.50 for a full year? Don't forget, that's 50% off the usual price. To join Which or to find out more, just head to which.co.uk/podcast offer. That's which.co.uk/podcast offer, or click the link in the description for today's podcast for 50% off a Which annual subscription.